The Cardinals blitzed, and it was Jerraud Powers who got the quarterback down to the ground.
You had your first sack of the season, first career sack. You've been there multiple times, almost got to the quarterback, but how did it feel to get that first one?
It felt good. You know, when you talk to D linemen and stuff, you know, we try to explain to them how important interceptions is to DBs, and they're like, nah, sacks way, you know, those are way more better and everything. So, you know, they always have their dances and stuff. I really didn't know what to do after a sack. It was just kind of like, what do I do, what do I do? But, you know, it was fun to get my first career. Hopefully I get a few more.
And Stafford technically stepped into it as a 5-man rush off a blitz, and you came over, creeped on him, and he really didn't know what was coming at that time.
Right. And, you know, Stafford, you know, he's a guy that can, you know, get away from pressure, you know, with his feet. He's a lot mobile than people give him credit for. So that just keep him in the pocket, that was a good job by the D-line and everybody just keeping him in the pocket. And, you know, I didn't do anything special, just, you know, was doing my job, made the play.
The secondary has just played lights out. The last 3 games have held the opponents under 200 yards passing. Is this exactly what you expected from this secondary?
Yeah, we definitely, you know, expectations is definitely high starting in OTAs, you know, with all us just talking amongst each other and, you know, setting goals that we wanted to set. But whenever you get a lot of new faces in the set, we lost a lot of people last year in the secondary, so whenever you get new faces, kind of takes a little bit to gel and, you know, get that chemistry going. But I think once you see that chemistry and everybody's starting to click now, you know, you see what our, you know, potential can be.
I asked Cromartie in the beginning of the year if you guys had a little nickname for yourselves as a unit yet. Has anything come up?
I think we're going to have to wait till like a primetime game, and maybe one of the announcers might, you know, throw something out there. It's kind of hard to just label yourself as something. You know, we always say the no-fly zone, but I think everybody uses that around the league. Maybe Gruden or somebody will throw something out there and it'll stick.
Put it on him.
All right, we'll put it on Gruden.
The Cardinals will end Seattle's 14-game home winning streak.
Bruce Arians called that game you guys won 17-10 last year. Really solidified the belief system with this team. Did you feel that?
It was definitely a turning point. I think at the time nobody's beaten Seattle since 2011 or whatever it was at home, and for us to go up there and get a victory, I think it meant a lot. I think it, you know, let the organization from top to bottom know that, you know, this team going in the right direction.
The season 9-1. What would that solidify to get this win?
It's huge. For one, just, you know, another NFC West game. We want to make sure we win the division first and foremost. You know, it's the next game, so it's the, you know, biggest game. You know, that's been our motto, you know, all year. No matter who we're playing, whoever that next opponent is, that's the biggest opponent. You know, it's definitely going to be a tough challenge. I mean, they still have a top 5 defense. You know, Russell Wilson still running around making plays. Marshawn Lynch running over everybody. So it's still going to be a tough matchup. So we want to make sure we get it.